What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another win. It feels like it's been ages, but we remain undefeated on the season in Serie A. We keep a clean sheet. We scored 2 goals, so all happy days, I think. But no, on a serious note, we do win a game. We definitely needed to win. Like, there's no ifs and buts about that. We needed to win that game. We did the job. Was it the perfect game in a nutshell? No, definitely not. However, let's be positive for a second, and we will talk about things that are not good as well. But let's start off with the positives. The positive is you get a win. That's one, because going away to Udinese, I was fearful because the way we were playing, and Udinese only lost one game at home. They won all the other games at home. At home, they're a good team, and we did that. We kept the clean sheet. We did that as well. Like, those are the positive things. You got 2 goals, cool. Like, on the day, like, we started. I did my preview yesterday, and I saw the backline: Savona, Gatti, Kalulu, and Cambiasso, and I said it's gonna look more solid. And we did look more solid, And you can say it's Udinese, whatever, but we look solid. We have looked solid against worse teams than Udinese, in my opinion. So we did that, and I'm cool with that for now, because I do not want to look like this for the rest of the season. Let me be clear, because it's not fantastic. It's not what I want. It's not what we need. It needs to be much, much better. However, the last couple of games, we looked all over the place. No matter who we played, was it Parma, was it Inter, was it Stuttgart, no matter who we played, we looked all over the place. So that needed a change. There needed to be a change in mentality, basically. And I saw something much, much better today. I saw more commitment uh, to not concede, to actually try to win that game, and not leave it by chance, the extra runner, like, because against Parma, I saw people just not picking up easy runs, and just let opponents pass by, which wasn't the case, especially in that first half. So that's all the good things. The other good things are, so far, is that we're efficient. That's it. In the first half, we created 2 chances, basically, and we took them. And that's cool. That's cool. And it's 3 points. It's a clean sheet. It's back on quote unquote track. It's still undefeated on the season. However, was it perfect? No. I know we need to talk about that again. But right now, I'm okay with looking balanced and build on that, because a couple of weeks ago we looked balanced, but we were all like, okay, we need to do better moving forward, going forward, and that was the talking point. Then we didn't even look more solid. We didn't look solid anymore, and we didn't look good moving forward. So it was like, okay, now we need to do 2 things. Right now, that was a solid performance again, because I don't think Udinese had anything besides hitting that crossbar. I never thought they were going to score. They could have put 1,000 crosses in there. It was poor. It was a real poor quality, in my opinion. Besides that, Luca hitting the crossbar. Other than that, they were never going to score on the day, and that's credit to us, I think, as well. A big credit to them as well for being this poor on the day, I think. But other than that, it wasn't a fantastic performance. Another positive, I think, was Thuram, and it wasn't, again, not perfect for Thuram, because he has the ability, like, moving forward, like actually playing vertically, running vertically without the ball, to cause serious damage, which we need if teams lock themselves up, which was not the case, excuse me, with Udinese. But in general, if a team sits back, these are the type of players that need to help us. What the flip side is of Thuram, who I think played a good game, by the way, he makes mistakes that you look at him, you're like, how did you mess up an easy pass like that? Or how did you manage to f up that? Those kind of things. That he needs to improve. Like, the things he needs to improve on are actually very simple things to improve, because I believe in him, and he played a good game. That goal, yes, he got lucky, or unlucky for hitting the inside of the post, and then lucky with the own goal of the goalkeeper. But the nutmeg was not by chance. Like, that's the type of player he is, but it's inconsistent at times, even in games, and that he needs to improve 100%. The other positive was Savona. Besides that weird thing he did in minute 80, where he had the ball and then forgot the ball, and it was almost a chance for Udinese, he played well. Good goal. Not easy, to keep it low and controlled. A lot of players would just smashed that over the crossbar and he kept his cool. So credit to him. He looks solid. Every time he plays, he looks solid. Besides, I don't know, I think Stuttgart, it was all over the place, like a lot of players, I think. But in general, he's a solid player. Moving forward, it's not a world beat or whatever, but like that backline, in my opinion, is more balanced than what we tried to do the last couple of weeks. With Danilo in there, maybe with Cabal in there, maybe too soon, too much. I don't know. So that's a positive. The negatives are look up Vlahovic's heat map. That's a negative. His heat map was almost at midfield. That's not good. Um, if that like dropping in and linking up is fine, but we don't create enough chances. Like let's be honest right here. It's not it was not the case last season, and it's not the case this season as well. We do not create enough chances. We struggle to do something consistently moving forward. It's all kind of off script at times. It doesn't feel like they're gelling in. It doesn't feel like there's a real idea behind it right now. Not consistently, in my opinion. We have a player like we are who can ghost for 90 minutes basically and then pop up with a moment here and there. But in general, he should be doing much more. I don't like Yildiz in that position. I keep saying it. Right now, I don't. That's just my opinion. But moving forward, it doesn't look fantastic. We need to be honest with that. And that needs to be improved. That needs to improve because there are players. We should be doing better with the players we have, period. That's a given in my opinion on paper. But in reality, it doesn't feel like a given. You have Cope Miners who I think had a very poor game. He looks lost. Like in the first half, I thought at one point it was like, okay, at least he's somebody who drives the ball forward, who wants to do something in and front of the box. Second half, he disappeared. And yes, we didn't control that second half. That was not positive. We didn't control that second half. Not that we got overrun by Udinese, but we couldn't keep hold of the ball, which is very weird because there was a lot of space. But Cope Miners was lost. And to highlight that at the end, the miss, like, he's not 100% fit. That's 100% correct. Like he's not fit. It's impossible to be fit. The season for him is weird. Coming in late, picking up that injury, missing. I don't know. Was it month and a half? I don't know what it was. And now being dropped in, he doesn't look sharp at all. It doesn't look sharp. However, moving forward, I need to see more from Cope Miners because he has the ability, the capability, but I don't think it's solely him. At times, I also have a feeling that the midfield, between midfield and a player like Cope Miners, whoever plays behind the striker or needs to push behind the striker, is a bit too big, in my opinion. It feels like the distance between those two departments is too big at times. There's not a lot of support, and again, that's on Motta, that's on the training ground, that's for them to figure out because Tuesday is Lille. And they need to be much better if you want to beat Lille. And we cannot lose that game against Lille or we're in trouble. So on Tuesday, it needs to be much, much better. But for now, it's 3 points. Let's call it a day. We will talk about it tomorrow in a live show, and we will break down certain things. But I would just want to remain positive because we look more solid compared to the last couple of games. I know it's one game, but I didn't had a good feeling going to Udinese. So maybe it's just purely on the feeling that I'm more at ease for the night. But let me know in the comments. Maybe you're the opposite, which fairly could be. It could be after such a second half. But let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow night for a live show.